Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends, and greetings from a very rainy Hampshire. I've never seen so much rain. Good God, this is supposed to be a nice seaside town where I live, but the tide don't come in, it comes down here. Anyway, what's gone wrong with Rishi? Has he gone bonkers? Has he gone absolutely off his head? I mean, I know he looks a little bit like a Vulcan, and his trousers have divorced his ankles and married his knees, and his tie is as thick as him. I mean, as wide as him, I should say. I don't think he's thick at all. I just think he's slightly misguided. I mean, good Chancellor, rotten Prime Minister, rotten leader. Well, they're all pretty rotten anyway. It's all going a bit south, I think. It's gone a bit mental. But now, what has he done by getting rid of Suella Braverman? Okay, she said a few things that have pissed the people off, and some of the Tory MPs will be saying, "Oh, she can't speak like this. We'll be called right-wingers. We'll be classed as Jim Davidson or GB News." God forbid. Anyway, he's got rid of the only one I thought that had some balls there. Who's next to go? Not Lee Anderson. Lee Anderson is the only. He has the biggest balls in the world. Don't you worry about that. I tripped over him twice when he brought me a gin and tonic. But anyway, what has he done? And he's now brought back David Cameron, the toff. Oh, Tom Brown's school days. You know, the school bully. I was never a fan. He was never a fan of me because I was a mate of Margaret Thatcher. So he sort of give me the cold shoulder. He give me that little thin lip, shiny head bit that he has. I was never a fan. I like George Osborne, but I didn't like David Cameron. And now what on earth is he doing coming back? What has Rishi done? Got rid of Suella Braverman, right, who was a Brexit person, and brought back David Cameron, who was he didn't want to do anything with the European Union. I don't know why he's come back. He'll have to kiss his paychecks goodbye, I suppose, that he gets from all over the world, I imagine. But, okay, at least he's made a commitment. But, I mean, what next? What's going on? He's not been in frontline politics for 7 or 8 years, and now they've stuck him in the House of Lords so he can have a sleep of an afternoon and get his money. And now they've given him a job. Oh, my God, as Foreign Secretary, and got rid of James Cleverly, who's a great bloke, and have made him Home Secretary. Is it a come down to become Home Secretary? They say once you go into the Home Office, that's the end of your career. Well, I don't know. I haven't got a career in politics. I just like taking the piss out of all of them. But bringing back David Cameron, it's like Mandelson coming back out of his coffin, isn't it? For Gordon Brown. I hear as well that Charlton Athletic have just signed back Derek Hales. Good. And Man United have put out a statement saying, "Where's Ronaldo? Can he come and have a medical? He's only about 80 now. He'll surely get us out the poo while we're having this bad run." But I think it's absolutely ridiculous. I like James Cleverly a lot. He's a great guy. He's an ex-reservist from the Royal Artillery, my father and grandfather's regiments. And I get on with him really well. He's a down-to-earth bloke. He was accused once, because he's mixed race, of being a coconut. And I said to him, "No, mate, you can get a drink out of a coconut." He said, "Can I use that joke?" I said, "Yeah, it's a very old joke, and you're very welcome to it." But let's just have a look. I mean, it is ridiculous. How many Tory people are now, Conservatives, are going to leave the party and go and join Reform? Really? I think it's going to be quite a lot. It is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I don't know what the hell is going on. But let's have a look at what could happen. This is going to open the door for the Labour Party. And listen, just because I'm not a traitor to the working class people, because I don't think that Labour represent the working classes. I think they represent, they're being blackmailed and bribed by not bribed, they're being a gun against their head by the unions. All the lefties. Look at Corbyn. Corbyn was on with Piers Morgan, another David Cameron clone. They look similar, don't they? And he was saying, "Can you say that Hamas are terrorists?" And he wouldn't do it, old steptoe, would he? He could not say it. And all the problems that are going on is because of the confusion that people have with Hamas and the Palestinians. Oh, and of course, the right-wing football hooligans. If you like football and you support your own country, you are a right-wing thug. If you support Palestine, you are obviously a terrorist. This is where we're all getting it wrong, and it's fueled by the media. The media want to stoke the fires, don't they? But the best story of the week that I'll leave you with before we go over to Ustream, and you can join on ustream.com. Oh, we've started getting some letters now from Boom Radio. People are writing to Boom Radio and saying, "How dared you not advertise Ustream on there? I thought you were for free speech." And they wrote back and said, basically, mind your own business. We can do what we want. And we don't think that our listeners should be subject to Jim Davidson's and Chubby Brown and Freddie Starr and Jethro's views. Well, we weren't subjecting them to the views. It was an advert. saying come and join Ustream for $3.99 plus VAT per month, and you can see all these people. There was no jokes, anything. So what absolute utter bollocks it is. So you sign up for us and we'll tell them to go do one. In the meantime, I've got to leave you with this. I pissed myself. Lions. Now, you know a lion, lion, MGM, are they racist? Because they used to eat slaves. Now, why hasn't anyone pulled the statues of the lions down in Trafalgar Square? Because they used to eat slaves. Look at Gladiator, right? You put the slaves in there, set the lions on them. Apparently that was great sport in them days. Dreadful. But one has just been seen walking through the streets of Rome. I bet all them illegal immigrants were there saying, oh no, this is history repeating itself. Do not go near the fucking Colosseum. Anyway, I think they captured it, but it did remind me of this really old joke where a load of people were running down the road and I stopped someone and I said, because you make out it's a true story. I stopped this bloke, they're all running down the road. I said, what's the matter? He said, there's a lion escaped from the zoo. Which way's it heading? We ain't fucking chasing it, mate. Okay, come and join us here on Ustream. If you don't want to join Ustream, just go to ustream.com and have a little look at the site. Go on the store, you can get some really good bargains for Christmas, especially the bundle of my DVDs of all the greatest mucky pantos. They all try and copy them, no one's got it right. And you can get a copy of my book, signed by me. I know I'm plugging, but I need the money. Look, man, I ain't even got a collar. See you in a bit, folks. Come over to Ustream. Come on, do me a favour. Oh, look at them.
Right, straw, like a child.
No. We've shared a bit of bodily fluid. I am being nice to you.
I want to go home now.